All right, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this fantastic Thursday morning? We're going to take a look at some charts this morning. We're going to see if we can't find a setup or two. I've been looking around. I don't see a whole lot going on, but we will discuss some things that I do like. First and foremost, we're going to come over here to the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is definitely struggling to get above that $40,623 resistance level that was put in on the capitulation day. Well, the next day, that was your dead cat bounce from the capitulation wick to the downside, came up, put in that bullish close right there, and that has kept price below it on a daily closing basis since that close was put in all the way back on May the 20th. So every single time prices come up into it, it has not been able to get above it. The other day, you can see on that big, strong breakout day, you traded all the way up into it and then had the rejection from that point. And since we've been trading inside that day's range. Now, yesterday, we did slightly peak above that level for just a little bit. But then you can see sellers came back in and pushed price right back down. So this technically makes this a trending candle. So it's not an inside candle. It's not inside this day's range because it did take out the high. But I mean, it's such a small range and it's basically still trading inside of that range. And today you have put in an inside candle on that range. So price is definitely wedging up right here at that resistance level. If we go, last night I posted it on Twitter that it definitely needs to get a daily close above that level before I'm going to look for bullish entries. And I will only be looking for targets around 49K. That takes us back up into this section of price here, which would also put you in line with the 618 from this downside leg of price. Now, Luna has already broken above its resistance level. You can see it's the same candle put in on the same day, and that was holding price down. But with Luna, price never even came back to it. Once that candle was put in, price traded away, and you never came back. So this is the first time that you actually tested the level in Luna's case. And yesterday, not only did you test it, you got a strong daily close above. So any pushback down to that level would have to be looked at as possible buying opportunities. $10.34 will be that level. If you pull up the RSI, you can see that you are clearly having a bit of bullish momentum. I mean, you can just see it by looking at the candles, but the RSI just shows you how much momentum was behind this move. So we definitely want to see it cool off. It could also close a daily candle back below this level, and I wouldn't be too worried about it because there is another level of support that should come right below it if price were to fall. And that level is $8.47. But I don't know if that will happen, obviously. That's a pretty good piece away from there. And sellers would look at that as an absolute rejection. I wouldn't look at it as a rejection unless we got a daily close below that level at $8.47. If that were to occur, then I would be looking right back for sell side entries. And that's basically it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I know a lot of people they have other ways of analyzing these charts, but if you simplify your analysis, I have found over my career that it is a lot better. You're a lot better off if you don't try to put too much stuff on the charts. The reason is because you're going to look at different indicators and they're going to give you different analysis. You can be long on a daily and then short on the 4-hour, all because the indicators are based on whatever time frame chart you are looking at. So a 4-hour 21 exponential moving average is not going to be the same as a daily exponential moving average. So that's what we're looking at. If you do look at the averages, you will see that Bitcoin did get a death cross over here. And this is actually the first time that you're testing the 200 on that death cross, but you didn't just test it, you got above it on a closing basis. Now this is good. Anytime you get a daily close above the 200, especially when you are in a downtrend, that is a good sign. This can still be a bull trap. You will know that's the case if you get a daily closure back below that average, but I would also be looking for it to get below this candle. And since that range is so big on that candle, yeah, the move would already have taken place before you could even get short. So it's basically just wait and see. You have to get above that level if you're looking for bullish entries. You cannot take longs in front of this level. It has already shown you 3 days that level is absolutely a good level to get above. Very strong resistance right there. And then on your RSI, massive coming out of there very quickly. That's a lot of momentum. So it may cool off a bit, right? And then if it does, we're going to look for pullbacks and see where it finds support, or if it finds support. But this definitely looks good. You are still in a downtrend. You will be in a downtrend until you start making higher highs and higher lows. You have made higher highs and higher lows on a daily time frame, but I mean pullbacks and then another break above, taking out your last high. So similar to what we did over here when you made this move here, this is similar to what we're seeing down here, right? You had several days that was completely a one-sided market to the downside, and then you traded back up into your area of supply, and then you found resistance and came down, took out that low. So that's what we essentially need. We need Bitcoin to trade down to an area of possible support, find support there, and then get another impulse leg to the upside, taking out this high. If you get that, then you technically have a trend change. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to continue, but that would be a technical trend change on a daily time frame, which is pretty good because that means Bitcoin could have more bullish price action for the next couple months, or the next month at least. We are getting ready to have a monthly close very, very soon. Today is the 29th. We have 2 days and 15 hours left on this monthly close. Let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of these levels real quick so we can see what's going on. Here is last month's high, all right, 41,322. If you go back to the daily and look where that level puts you, it puts you real close to that resistance level. So that is the high. You can see that tack right there, that's what put in that monthly high. And then there's your resistance level. So a lot of confluence right here on the side of resistance, but the momentum and the price action looks very, very good. This is very good. That's straight up from $29,000 all the way up to $40K. So that's $11,000 in a few days. Nice job, Bitcoin. But we definitely need to get above that daily resistance. Not really too much worried about that monthly high, as that is going to be just a target for the bulls, right? So $40,623 is the line in the sand for Bitcoin before we can look for bullish entries. Let's go look at ETH real quick, and then we will run over to Forex, as I know I was a little bit late getting this stream together. Also, this is just off the wall, but if you are a graphic designer, could you please hit me up? My email is on the About page on YouTube. I need you to do some work for me, and I need to hire you. So yeah, please hit me up if you are a graphic designer. Anyways, Ethereum, where are you, my friend? There you are. So Ethereum looks almost exactly like Bitcoin. It's putting in those levels. We came up 2 areas of possible resistance when you had the B Word News conference, or whatever you want to call it. This is what happened, right? Big strong day off the lows, traded all the way up into your first area of resistance. Well, second area of possible resistance, and got to close above on that day. Came in for a retest. I don't even know where that found support at. It was probably on the hourly, and then since it has left the area. So Elvis has left the building on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ethereum is right now trading at 23.28. That's going to be the resistance level that Ethereum needs a daily close above. The capitulation wick low candle on Ethereum, you already got daily closes above that level here and here, but both of those were bull traps. So am I looking for a bull trap here? No. The reason is because of the momentum. For price to trade all the way back up to that level and then put in a bull trap, roll over, that's just not what I'm looking to happen. Can it happen? Absolutely. Absolutely. If a bunch of huge positions that were short covered their shorts down there, then you would see strong buying pressure come in, coupled that with the fact that retail is always buying anyways. Most of the time, you could get a move like that. But this looks like something else. This looks like exhaustion risk to the upside. Like you had exhaustion risk to the downside, you can absolutely have exhaustion risk to the upside. And that usually comes with a bit of follow through. And we have seen that follow through. So right now is where it's having trouble fighting against resistance. This is the first time that Bitcoin and or Ethereum and most other crypto assets have even started to look for resistance. So yes, I'm expecting some follow through. The problem is there's nothing to go on for entries. You can watch the open, high, low, and closes of your previous days, as that tend or usually can give you places to enter, even if it's not bearish candles. So yeah, it's just wedging up. You can see that that's what it looks like right there. Definitely want to see it break out to the upside. You are trading into a 4-hour ETH level though, but that doesn't matter. We haven't seen anything to indicate strength or weakness. You can see right here on this push lower, that's when you set in support and you left that area. You've not been back to test it as support. So we've already tested resistance. If you're testing resistance again, that's bullish. Bearish price action is when you put in a support, you go up, you find resistance, and then you come back down and you test support again. That's more bearish for that initial section of price. This is not bearish. This is bullish. You have tested resistance twice. You are coming back in for a third attempt. The bulls are getting more confident as they keep pushing support levels up. Right? The support levels are going up. That's bullish. So we are looking for a breakout of this area, and then we want to see if we can come back and get a support test. That's basically it. So you're waiting and waiting and waiting, which is 90% of what you're going to be doing if you become a trader. Actually, you're a waiter, not a trader, right? Because we sit on our hands a lot. I've taken 2 positions this week. One was on USD JPY, and I got stopped out yesterday on Euro USD. Let's go look at Mr. DXY real quick. So the other day on the stream, Tuesday morning, we were looking for the DXY to break down out of this area, as it is an ascending wedge, and that typically does break out to, it is typically looked at as a bearish formation, and that's what happened. The DXY has successfully broken down outside of this trend line right there, and you came in for a retest yesterday. Now this was on the FOMC. Let's go into a smaller time frame chart and you can see just how crazy this price action was. So yesterday morning, we were trading up into the resistance level. I was watching this hourly ETH level right there. And you can see if I put a line on there, you can see that came in and tested it perfectly. Notice how this one did not. Right? So this was going up. I was looking for a test of that level. It did not happen. And we got a bearish reversal pattern candle where you have a big range candle back in the opposite direction with a lower close than the previous candles open. That's what we got on that. And then you had follow through. So I took an entry somewhere in this candle, but on the Euro USD. And obviously when the FOMC news came out, that push up right there stopped me out. That is where a person should have had their limit sell. But once this price traded away for 3 hours, that limit sell more than likely would have been deleted. Right? So yeah, that's some crazy price action. It completely retraced these 4 hours worth of bearish price action all the way up to the hour ETH level. Also a flawless test on that trend line, and then boom, there you go. There's your continuation. The reason this is such a big move is because people were on the wrong side of this trade, obviously. We were looking in the right direction. We were just early. So here's the Euro USD. Which one is it that I have the drawing? I guess neither one. Which one is this? This is Forex.com. Let's go look at Oanda. Go back to the daily, get rid of these levels, and show you that same trend line, but in the opposite direction, because these two things trade almost inversely. So we played around with that trend line the other day and had a rejection, even took out support to the downside. This was support. This was the area we were watching. There is your breakdown, close below. This is an inside day almost. You barely took out that low. So you're looking to short retests of this bullish candle. But you're so stretched out to the downside, and price is showing you that it's having a tough time making a continuation move, right? This should have been continued into selling, but you got a bullish close above. That's a bull trap. Boom, straight down. So price was doing its best to get everybody looking for shorts, and it did that. And there's your breakout above resistance, above this level there. So now you're looking for buying opportunities, which is what we were doing yesterday, or what I was doing yesterday. I didn't make it public that I was taking this trade because it is in a downtrend, but it is extended, right? Extended, you are putting in that divergence. I don't care about divergence. I care about the price. The price was acting like it was going to turn around pretty soon. We just don't know when or where that will happen, right? There's your trap. So once this candle closed above the open of this bearish candle, commence the stops. That's when the stops are starting to get triggered. People are exiting their positions because that's a strong bullish push. And you even did slightly close, like right at the level, but above this resistance, which is why I put so much more weight on horizontal levels than I do trend lines, because you can't even tell if that is a close above or not, right? It looks like half of it is. This half of the candle is a breakout, this half isn't. Or this side, I should say, not half. But there's your level of support. Came in for a retest 2 days in a row. Boom, that's when the news came out. So it's moving to the upside, but as you can see, yes, it is coming to a key, crucial daily resistance level. You probably will stop here for at least an hour or two as price decides what it wants to do from here. This is quite a bit of momentum, guys. That's a pretty big move right there. You completely retraced all of yesterday's price, all of it, in 1 hour. So that's pretty big. You did take out yesterday's low, but you didn't take out this low, right? So you took out yesterday's low, made a new low on the day, and then immediately turned around and made a new high on the day. Very, very momentous. It is moving to the upside. We will be looking for pullback entries, and we will be looking to get long. First obvious level that we will be watching for a pullback to would be all the way down there, unfortunately, but that's where it is. 1.18564. Once again, one spot, 18564. If we do get a push down in there, we will see if that area holds as support. There are probably a few levels. Nope, nothing major. So it's not really that far away. It looks terribly on an hourly, but it's not that far away. There's a 15-minute. So yeah, we'll be watching that area there to see if it holds support. Chances are you're going to pull back a lot further than that if you do pull back. In a downtrend, pops in prices usually get sold into. So is this the bottom? I don't know. We will see. But I'm not getting too awful happy until we get above this up here. Then we got all the way up to there to look. So anything up in this area of price, maybe we can get continuations back up to the upside. The quarterly, if we go over to it real fast, you can see that it's not doing anything. We're almost a full month into this new quarter, and that range of that candle is pathetic. So very, very pathetic. It is the summertime, guys, and in the summertime, price tends to do stuff like this. You get slower days and a lot of choppy sideways action. So we're not really looking for anything on the Euro USD today. Maybe a next day or two. There is USD CAD. I was looking for this trade yesterday and it was wrong. I was looking for longs on it. The reason being is we were getting close to testing that 50 spot. This is today's. So this was yesterday's candle. We were watching for price to come down into this area here and find support. And if you go to an hourly, you will see that you did get a small bounce there. But yeah, after you lost that level, it was over with. Here's that news right there. So once you got that hourly close, we're no longer looking for longs. That's how I do it, right? This told me everything. Stay far, far away from this asset. And that's a good thing because, yeah, crazy news. Crazy. It's hard to trade during big news events because you do get some crazy price action. But USD CAD, let's go look at USD Yen. I know other people were looking at this thing as well. So it looks like it's putting in or trying to put in an inverse head and shoulders, right? And that's what people are looking at. There's your shoulder, head, shoulder. I mean, it's almost beautiful. It's one of the best that you've seen. That would be your neckline at 110 spot 631. 110 spot 631. Right there. That would be your neckline break. So you would miss a lot of this if you were looking for bullish entries because of this, but you can't do that, and I'm going to tell you why. This is continuation to the downside. You have taken out support. So you need to take out a resistance level before you can look for bullish entries. Right now, yesterday, you traded up into this, found resistance, and traded away. That is more bearish than bullish. All right. So support is going to be right here on this asset. If we are going to look for shorts on it, I would say that line right there would be a fantastic spot to look for some possible entries to the downside. You will be targeting this wick low. All right. So if we go into an hourly, looks bullish on the hourly. Taking out resistance. Yep. Come in, support test, hold. So far it has. This is that daily level, right? Also, what would that do? A wick up there would take out these shorts. So we are watching 1.0917. 109 spot 917. 109 spot 917. That is also lines up pretty good right there with a bullish ETH level or a bearish ETH level, aka supply zone on the hourly. This level here seems to be what's holding as resistance for now, but I would definitely want a touch of that 109.917 area and a rejection. If that happens, I will be targeting that wick low. So if you were to set that trade up, it would look something like this. Put your stop above that wick high, and that would be your target. So it's a 5-to-1 risk to reward. So if USD Yen pushes up to that, I will be looking to take short entries as long as we get a rejection there, and my stop will go above this wick high right there. Something like that. All right? That's what we would be looking for on this thing. Let me just go over here real quick and make sure. Yep, that's what we'd be looking for on that thing right there. So that's one setup. I'll be watching an hourly close above. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of everything. Just get rid of everything. An hourly close above 109 spot 917. You scratch the trade. It is no longer a trade. Gotta scratch it, guys. Gotta leave it alone if that happens. All right, so there's a setup on USDJPY. Will it work? I don't know, but that is a setup. It will be a valid setup too if we do get that test. All right, just putting an alert there to make sure that I'm alerted if price does get up into that area. This is why we just don't blindly sell these levels. We definitely need to see a bearish reaction at it. Like if you go into a smaller time frame, a 5-minute chart, you would see that bearish reaction. There's a 5-minute Heath level right there, right above. So you could even get a wick up to that and it'd still be okay. But the minute you get an hourly closure above that 109,917 level, it's over with. We are done looking for shorts. So this is that zone of price I want to get my short entry in on. All right. Okay, moving on. And now it's pretty much it. Pound yen looks to me like it is bullish again. Here is your break above the 50. Now you have to close on a green day for this to stay. Well, no, it would stay. As long as you don't close below yesterday's opening price, you will stay above the 50 spot on the RSI, which is good. You are coming into a supreme big area of daily resistance as well. This is the case for Euro USD, pound dollar, pound yen, a lot of them, guys. Most of the majors are trading into that level of resistance, and that is a momentous move as well. You can see on the pound dollar, you did get your break above the 50 spot, so it looks good on the daily, right? It looks bullish. So we'll be watching for support tests. Are you going to short up here? I wouldn't. Can it work? Yeah, it can, but you're trying to pick a top, and in my experience, those kinds of trades don't work out as often. Also, you have a very strong bullish day today. So when the New York volume comes flooding into the market, it is absolutely possible that you see some bearishness. I would not be aiming for anything lower than yesterday's low if I were you, because right there is going to be a possible area of support. So just be very careful. It would be best just to wait for this thing to pull back and find support, and then look for bullish entries like what we're getting on the USD JPY. That's what you do. You wait for price to put itself in a position to give you the best setup possible. That makes the risk worth taking. Aussie yen coming into a Heath level. Is it something that I want to short? Yeah, eventually, just not today. Why not today? Well, because you came in down here. This is today's candle. You've already came in and tested support, and you have already traded away. And you are green on the day. So if we go look at the hourly, that's a lot of bullishness. Here was that test. Boom. This happened yesterday. This happened during the Asian Open, or around the Asian Open. We're not looking to take that short. This is a lot of momentum. Took out resistance with ease. And you're seeing bullish continuation. So what is up, chat? Ease, please check on SNX USDT on KuCoin. I know everybody likes this thing. It seems like people always want to buy the things that are absolutely breaking out already. But this isn't looking bad, man. It found support. Look at these candles though. There was an inside day. I don't like the way these things look. That was support. Tested it, held. Yesterday is an inside day. So this is your candles range right now that you're fighting with. This is an inside day. This is an inside day. This is an inside day. All three of them inside this day. However, what you have done today that is different is you have taken out your previous day's high. This candle here. So that's good. That means you do have a slight more bit of bullishness on it. So what you can wait for is a test of $9.33 for an intraday support test. Probably won't get that. That's the level that I would watch most of all. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. That's the level that I would watch most of all. But obviously these hourly resistance levels can also hold as support if you do get a pullback down into this area. That's that daily level there, right? That's that open. Yesterday's open is this level here. $9.33. A pullback into that area, as long as it's not closing hourly candles below it, you can look for bullish entries. But you may not get that, right? Because it's already taking off to the upside. Did not really give you anything to buy in here. There was a bearish candle. Here was a retest of it. This would have been your entry. If you did not get your entry, then you leave it alone, right? This is what you're looking for. You're looking for a bullish candle, then a bearish candle, and then a retest of that bearish candle's open, high, low, or close, and then you want to see continuation run away from it. That's your entry. That's when you're looking for entries, not up here. So that you must wait on. And daily open, high, low, and closes obviously hold more weight than intraday ones. So hopefully that helps. There's not much to do on it until you get that. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Coffee brewed like smashed. Eagerly waiting more learnings. Good morning, the agile leader, my friend. And thank you guys that all alerted me saying, where are you at? You are late. Good morning. Good morning, Danny. Everybody, good morning. Opinion on the S&P 500, says Danny. It's bullish. It's going to remain bullish until the Feds cut interest rates. You will have pullbacks here and there, right, for new positions to be put on, but you can clearly see that you are holding old resistance, new support. There was your attempt to get below, failed. Attempt to get below, failed. Now you're seeing bullish price action. You are still trading inside of this day, and this day is trading inside of this day. So you are wedging up. You are wedging up. If this thing is going to head lower, you will see it do so. It's at a daily Heath level right now, or a daily supply zone. It is testing it now. There's your hourly close above. Right there. Coming into hourly resistance. This is very choppy, crazy price action. There's the news on this. Notice how it didn't do much for the S&P 500. Came back in, and now you're seeing price trade away into that area. So there's nothing to do because it's choppy and sideways. If you're looking for shorts, you're probably going to be watching close to this level up here, 4416 spot 20. I would not suggest shorting it. All right, but if that's what you're looking for, then that's what you got to wait on. If you're looking for bullish entries, you are too late, as that would have been down here or here. But after you get above that, you're too late. And I probably wouldn't have taken it, or if I would have taken it, I only would have been aiming for that, because that would have been your first area of hourly resistance. Right there. So nice push into hourly resistance. You can see that it held briefly, but now you're testing new resistance levels. Got to get outside of this chop. So I don't like it while it's inside of the chop, but this is the Heath level on the daily. Let's go back to the daily real quick. Here is going to be resistance. There is your yesterday's high, so that would be a bullish target. Let's see what that lines up with. Yeah, there's yesterday's high right there. Boom. So that's going to be the target. And then the open, or the close, I'm sorry, massive resistance is going to be there. So you got tons of resistance ahead of you. This is good. So people are not good, sorry. This bearish candle took out the open of its previous day. So people are probably looking to short this. They are looking to short this, and they are looking to target that wick low. But when you get into an intraday chart, just label all these levels so that way you know what you're looking at if you are looking for shorts. There's nothing to do if you're looking for longs. Right? These are the three areas that I would watch for shorts if I was going to short it. However, I am not. I'm not looking to short the S&P 500, especially when it's strong. Especially since the Fed's not doing anything different. CAD yen, absolutely. Absolutely. So CAD yen is breaking above resistance. Right there's another resistance, and you're currently trading above it. Right there's a supply zone, 88.486. So anything in this range is playable, possibly. There's your breakout of resistance. And it's nice on the hourly too. Look at that. Almost perfect resistance on the hourly. That's a strong breakout. That's what you want to see. See if it comes back in and tests this level. As long as it holds 87.999. Oh, 88. Just round it up. Call it what it is. 88. That's why you got a strong breakthrough. That's all. That's a big fig number. 88 exactly is a big fig. So see if price comes back in and checks 88. If it does and holds on an hour closing basis, you can look for bullish entries. It is going higher. Where are we on that? Oh, I don't know if I'd look for bullish entries, guys. Not today. No way. Not today. Give it another day, see what happens. Right now, you're going to meet some selling activity. In fact, this could just end up being a bull trap. If I'm right on my USD yen trade, you may see this one turn around as well. There's no daily resistance up there that coincides with that. Nothing. Maybe 8 hour. Perfect. Got 8 hour support. Or resistance. It was support. So now we go back into the daily. And you can see you're trading right up into your 50 spot. There's 8 hour resistance. This may turn around. May not, but it may, right? You gotta wait for this to get a daily closure above before you can start looking for bullish entries. So, is it a valid short? Yeah, it is. Absolutely is. There's 8 hour resistance. 2 hour resistance. That's a very, very strong resistance point. So what you can do is you can wait for this push lower, right? It would look something like this. Boom. Right? And then you want to see a push back up into it. And that's when you would want to be looking for short entries. Targeting low of day. Right there. That's a lot of bullish momentum though. So I don't know if that will happen. I'm just saying it's more lined up for a short setup than it is for a long. I'll just say that. Will the short setup work? I have no clue. No clue. But it is more lined up for that than it is for a long. I would not be looking to buy this. Not today. If we were above that, I wouldn't mind at all. Where is your moving averages as well? Because that people are going to be, yeah, you're right into a very, very crucial level. That's the 100 and the 20 EMA on the daily. So I would wait. Definitely not a buy today. Maybe a short, may not be, but it's definitely not a buy. Hopefully that helps, Michelle. Hello, Heath. Have a wonderful day. You too, Alice. Thank you for being here, my friend. Question: can you say something about dojis, please? Why don't you like them so much? I don't like them for Heath levels or for supply or demand levels, because here's one here. There's no body, right? It's just a doji. There's nothing there. So what that means is it's a very much an indecisive day. It barely closed green, but just a hair lower and it would have closed red. So it just looks like an indecision day. And these levels, I mean, sometimes they will still hold as resistance because it is an open and a close on a daily level. But I like them to be like small like this, right? Where's another good example? Like this one. It's bigger in range, but like any push below, any push back up into this bullish candle, I would have been looking for short side setups. Nice bullish meat. Also, the high of that's going to be resistance. So in this case, if you put a level or a line on there to mark that, you can see that the line pretty much, it's the open and the close of the day. The open and the close. So wherever it opened, it closed at the same price damn near it. That's why I don't like them. It's very indecisive. But, I mean, it can absolutely hold as support. right? This is a strong bullish break. This is why I wouldn't be looking for shorts until I got a big strong push lower. But you would have to get all the way down below this candle here also, because that's going to mark a buying opportunity. Not for me, but other people. My rules won't allow me to take that long entry. But 87.909 could possibly be a long entry because that's your Heath level, a demand zone. Anything below price is called demand. Anything above price is called supply. Right? So that's what you would be watching for if you were looking for long entries. But this is the thing. This is a bullish candle. If you get an hourly push like here in the next hour or two all the way back down, then this is going to validate this as a bull trap. And then I would be looking for short side sets. So I will watch this one as well. But I'm already looking for short side sets on... No, let's go just below that open. I'm already looking for short side sets on USD yen. USD yen. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, hopefully that helps. It just marks indecision. When your open is pretty much the same as your close, you didn't do nothing all day. Excuse me. Could you take a look at gold and DXY? Excuse me. The water went down the wrong pipe. Gold. Let's go look at gold. I did look at Dixie. Dixie just broke down. You're just looking for short side continuation on Dixie. There's nothing to do on Dixie. The move has already happened. Right? On the dollar. We're just looking for continuation to the downside. It looks like you're breaking below a key area of possible support. So the dollar may trade all the way back up above 92.102 today and close above it, right? Because that is going to be support until you get a daily close below it. And since you're just now on it today, and if you weigh in the fact that Euro USD is at a crucial area of resistance, Pound USD is at a crucial area of resistance, that tells me that there's probably a pretty good chance that Dixie closes above 92.102. That would not help the USD JPY trade out, I can tell you that. But you've already seen a pretty big move to the downside. Your continuation. So right now, people are looking to take profits. Pro traders are taking profits into this area. And then they're going to wait for a resistance test and hold before you look for new entries. So there's really nothing to do on the dollar. Not a short, not a long. Just absolutely nothing. And then gold is on the... There it is. And gold had a nice bullish breakout. Well, not a breakout, but you did break above this resistance level. You tested it yesterday, got to close above it today. You're seeing bullish continuation. Next area of possible resistance is going to be that area of supply right there, 1827.38. 1827.38. That is where you will find a possible area of resistance. Then you will be watching this area here for possible support. So if a push up into here and a rejection today, you see price pull back to this area, and that's where you want to see gold hold if you're looking for it to break out, right? Gold has been doing absolutely nothing basically for a while. This was a nice push out of the area, and then you just traded sideways for multiple days, almost weeks, like 3 weeks you traded sideways. So definitely need to get out of this. But you're coming into resistance soon, so you're not looking for new bullish entries. And I mean, I guess if you're looking for a day trade on gold, you see 1890. Look to see if that area holds on an hourly closing basis. You get an hourly close below that, you're not looking to take long entries. Hourly support is all the way down here, 1815. So price will probably let lily dally around these areas today. You may get a strong push, but this is very, very extended. It's 2 days, but 2 very, very strong bullish days. You're seeing continuation from that. So I would leave gold alone at least for a day or two. Let it find actual support. This is the level. That's that daily level that we want to see price find support at. 1812. Once again, that's simply this bullish candle here. The closing price. And then that's that hourly. Alright? Not much to do on it. There's not much to do on a lot of things. USD/JPY is setting up. Damn it. So it looks like we're going to miss that. And it's okay, right? It is okay. CAD yen maybe stays in play for a short side setup. We shall see. Heath, is there any way to connect with you rather than YouTube? Any Telegram or something? I have a Discord, but I don't talk about it because it is a premium service. I stay pretty busy answering. When CTM has a Discord as well, but no, I mean, I don't have a personal one. CTM's a big community. It's got a lot of people in it, so stay pretty busy answering questions. So yeah, you can send me an email. My email is on the About Me page, or on the YouTube channel on the About Me section. Absolutely. If you need to talk to me about something, just send me an email. I answer them all. I don't get to them as quickly as I would say a response on a YouTube video, but I do check my email multiple times a day. Good morning, Brandon. How are you? Could you take a look at Aussie dollar? Yeah. Aussie dollar was very weak. So you've basically put in a flat bottom down here, right? And then been trading sideways all week at the end of last week and then the beginning of this week. That was your support zone. That area held. There's your bullish break. The thing about Aussie dollar is it is so extended to the downside. We are looking for a pop in it just to be resold into, more than likely. Yeah, it looks bad. However, it's not terrible. I mean, if you look at it on a longer term view, like that can absolutely be an area to look for purchases. Right? So if I put these are what I call like old school support and resistance levels, where you just find a level on the chart that price is interacted with multiple times, which is this level here. You can see like here's your breakout on a longer term. You're talking like monthly here. Pull back into support, held to support. So look to see if you get bullish continuation. Will it continue from here? I don't know. This was a pretty solid, you're not going any higher, bro. You see what I'm saying? You traded for a long time up here, and the Bears won. If the Bulls if people were looking to buy this thing, it would have went higher from there, you would think. So just keep an eye on it. As long as it's below the 50 on the RSI, on the daily, you're not looking for bullish entries. All right? And right now, we're not looking for short side sets on it, not just yet. You also have a bunch of your moving averages coming in, just now starting to get a daily test of the 21. So there's nothing to do on it, not yet. Don't short a test of the 21. Look for the price level where you might see possible resistance, and that's going to be at 0.74316, which is this level here. And then your next one is going to be right above you at 74468. So these two areas will possibly hold price for a little while, but I'm looking for a higher bounce. I'm looking for a bounce up to 74876. I'm looking for this area to be tested eventually before the sellers kick back in. Right? That's where I would be looking for possible selling entries. And it also depends. Like if we get up there by Monday, then no, I'm not going to be looking for selling, because that would be a momentous move to the upside. You don't look to sell into those. You will get ran over. But if price slowly drifts in the next week or so up to this level and fails, I will be looking for short side continuation of this longer term move. So yeah, you've already put in a decent little quarterly range to the downside. I'd definitely be looking to short this again. maybe up here around this quarterly low. But see, that also puts you a little bit where I was saying that I would want to look to see price get that daily level right there. That's that quarterly. That's the level on the quarterly. Put you just above this wick. So that's where I'd be looking for continuation short setups for lower push on the quarterly. Nothing to do on it now, where it is currently, and nothing to do on Aussie Yen either. It looks almost identical. I mean, it looks like Aussie Yen was a sell this morning, but that's just a very bullish move. You don't look to sell into that. So yeah, CAD Yen and USD Yen are the only two things that I looked at that I would even possibly think about trading today. But that may change, right? Good morning, Victor. Yo, what's up, Aaron? ICX. I have no clue what ICX is. I'm assuming it's a crypto. Binance Kraken. Huobi. Let's look at it on Kraken. No liquidity in this thing at all. Look at those gaps. You're trading into resistance. Today is you are at resistance. This thing has no liquidity in it. None. But that's going to be resistance 95.14. What you're looking for if you're looking to buy this beautiful coin, you would be looking for a retest of that 8705 level that's exactly where you'd be looking for bullish entries. You need to see that level hold if this thing's going to have bullish continuation. Chances are if you come back down there and test that today, you're going to see it go way lower. But tomorrow, 8705. And that's it. There's nothing else to do on it. Are you looking to short it? Just make sure you control your risk. Very bullish move. You're above it. I wouldn't look to sell this. Yeah, you're testing the 50 on the daily. That's holding as resistance as well as this daily level there. Chances are it's more so the level that's holding price than it is the EMA influence there. So people are looking for sells. I just wouldn't. Another little small rule you can tell yourself is if price is trading above the 21 EMA on a daily closing basis, you're not looking for shorts. And if price is trading below the 21 EMA on a daily closing basis, you're not looking for longs. Just a little rule that can help you stay on the right side of the market. Top of the morning to you as well, Mr. Tom O'Donnell. Bacon Mana. Let me see. It's trading sideways. Support. Well, that got a lower close yesterday, so that's support. Looks like it's holding support today. So are you looking for bullish entries? To be fair, as long as it stays above that, yeah. In fact, you are getting a retest of that pretty soon. So yeah, if you want to look for entries, one spot 1924, maybe it holds there. Maybe it holds there. Your stop would have to come all the way down below this candle here, so you're going to have to use a very small position size, and you would only be aiming for this $2.01. So it's a 10 cent move essentially. But that's what you'd be looking for. That would give you a 2-to-1 risk to reward. Entry there, stop there, target up here. But yeah. And then what was the last one? Mana. Alright, I'm going to have to wrap it up after this one. I didn't realize it was already 6:30. My girl hasn't even gotten out of bed yet. I'm going to have to go roll her out of bed. Oh, she's awake. Good morning. 68 is going to be daily support on this. It looks like it's making a bull flag. Obviously, probably people are talking about that all over YouTube. This thing's making a bull flag. Look at the bull flag. We're looking for bullish entries. So yeah, I mean, technically you could look for bullish entries on this. It's holding support down there. This is going to be an area that you want to see a retest on. Let's go see if we've already gotten that retest. You have not. I mean, technically, yes, you did. Right there was the retest. So this was your point of entry right there, right? Now you have to wait for it to come back again. Or, if you're very impatient, watch the open of that hourly candle. You get a close below the open of this hourly candle. You're not looking for bullish entries. Because if this is going to continue to go up, it should come in for a retest of this open or this close. Possibly even throw a wick through them both, touch this level, and then retrace instantly. If you do not get that, then this is being sold into, and you're going to have to wait for a support test back down to 688. But right now you're looking for a 698 or 701. Excuse me. And that's it. Let me just quickly go over. That's not what I want to do. Bear with me one moment as I'm just looking at some of these comments. Also, oh yeah, I can't forget to do that. I gotta say thank you to all my channel members and Patreons. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I can't thank you enough. And here are those names. Thank you so much, everybody. So much. I'm just looking, making sure I'm not missing anything that's very important. And thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. Or wait a minute. What's going on? Oh my gosh, PK, I didn't even see those. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I didn't even see them, but you guys didn't even leave a message anyway, so I guess it's okay. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You guys have a fantastic day. We're watching Cadian and USDJPY. USDJPY might have already left the building, so we may not be watching that one. And Cadian is very iffy because it has a lot of bullish momentum, so I'm not looking to just dive into a short on that thing just yet. I definitely need to see a big bearish candle on the hourly, get a decent close below that level that we were looking for. If that happens, let's go back over there real quick just to look at it. If that happens, then we will possibly be looking for short side setups. You can see that that level's all the way down here, and you're very far away from it. As long as it's trading like this, you're going to see bullish price action, right? Because it is forming a small bullish, like a bull flag, I guess you would call it. But basically what it's, all it's doing is it's testing the midpoint of this breakout candle. And as long as the midpoint of this breakout candle holds on an hour closing basis, you're going to see further continuation to the upside, right? I was just saying, if this was going to be a trap, you would see rejection here. I doubt it's going to be a trap. So chances are that trade is not going to be even a thing. And USDJPY is turning around, so we still may get a setup on this. The levels I'm watching is 109.917 and 109.933. Both of those levels I will take entries at. If I get an hourly close above either one of those levels, the trade is scrapped. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Make sure you trade safe, trade smart, and happy trading, everybody.